and the false witnesses of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's never quite made sense to me how things would morph, how a message or a thing would morph.
Did I make it make sense today? Did I make it make sense?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the conversation.
See,
I'll definitely tell you this. Like, when I go home, I will absolutely think about this conversation.
Right, that's what's up. That's what gave you something to think about, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
I just moved down here, so I'll start stopping by here.
Oh, okay. I'm out here all the time.
Yeah.
I'm King Superman on YouTube.
Okay.
King Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start coming by and having a chat with you.
Yeah, it's good hollering at you, Chase, man. It's good hollering at you, man.
Yeah.
Because you didn't run from the word. I get a lot of people that run. A lot of people.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
There's no way they wouldn't. I get people won't give me 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, you gave me a little of your time, man.
I speaking personally, like, I've lived a certain number of years without zero. I wasn't like, we went to churches when I was younger, but we never really found one that had staying power with us, I guess. Right. So there were a number of years where I went completely absent of faith and absent of any kind of ideology, and it's been a long climb to start getting that back.
There's no power in
it.
There's no power there.
Yeah.
That's
what do you mean? No power. Like,
nothing. It's death. It's all death. Because I've been to many of them.
Yeah.
Many of them.
Yeah.
I remember being in there, and it was killing me, man.
Oh yeah, like in the
actual.
Killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so boring,
but,
you know.
Yeah, but then that's the thing that sucks is, like, if you don't. The good thing about it is it doesn't still. It gives you depending on the individual, it gives you a reason to pick up the Bible or a reason to have independent study.
Or it could bore you, or it could go another way. It could bore you away from the Bible.
Yeah, that's true. And
it's like an abortion. That's why I see those buildings. It's like they abort.
Yeah.
Even if you get the Holy Spirit, they abort it.
Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't say you're not supposed to have a raised altar.
By a tool, lifting up a tool.
Like, immediately eliminates almost all of those.
Even the works of our hands. Yeah. That's what you're referring to.
I've definitely learned a lot more just getting a Bible myself and reading it than I ever did attending a form of that.
But what you learn right here, though.
Personal conversays.
This is priceless. This is the hidden wisdom. Yeah. What you're hearing today is you'll never hear it again.
Yeah.
You know, this is rare.
Yeah.
Just like an encounter with Jesus Christ would be. Would you consider that rare?
Yeah.
Rare. It's rare. The Bible itself tells us to seek the Lord while he may be found, call upon his name while he's near.
Yeah.
And he's precious to the real true believer. Yeah. Christ must become precious. He's a treasure that when a man finds his treasure, the Bible says he possesses it. He has to sell all he has for the joy thereof.
Yeah.
You know, of that treasure. He has to sell everything. So you got to give up everything.
Yeah, you have to totally sever yourself from all.
Even your prized possessions.
Yeah.
So then you got your testings, like Abraham. What did Abraham have to do? You remember that?
Kill his sons.
He had to sacrifice his son.
Yeah.
So the things we love the most have to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do? You know, and it takes. The secret is you have to see his glory. In order to abandon the world itself and our lives.
Yeah.
You know the story of Saul, who was on the way to Damascus.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
King Saul?
Not the other Saul in the New Testament.
Oh.
Who became Paul.
The most recent thing I read was the King Saul during
that was a Saul
the
king.
Wars during Samuel and Samuel. And,
Okay,
no.
Now, Saul, who became Paul, wrote majority of the New Testament.
Oh, okay.
He was on his way to Damascus. He was first hating the Christians, the saints.
Okay.
He was persecuting them and sending them to prison and putting them to death.
Yeah.
Men, women, and children.
Yeah.
And so the Lord chose him, but he was on his way to Damascus with papers from the governor to do more incarcerations. And the Lord showed him his glory. The Lord blinded him with his glory and knocked him off his beast, knocked him off his ass. And he was blinded for 3 days and 3 nights. A man has to see the Lord's glory. And God changed his name from Saul to Paul. He never went back the same way. But he saw the Lord's glory that blinded him. His glory is so beautiful. Man has not seen beauty. And God created a great thing when he created the world, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
We see the sun, we
amazing,
see the moon, we see Hawaii, places like that, the Grand Canyon. you know, wonders of the world.
Yeah. I mean,
mountains.
we have lizards that change colors.
Yeah.
You have all kinds of beautiful animals, and which are slowly shrinking.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
the list of beauty is endless, right?
Yeah.
The waters,
Yeah.
the oceans and stuff. But the greatest beauty is His glory.
Yeah.
His glory. God has a hidden beauty, and that our natural man can't see.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to pass through death. We have to pass, it's levels. We have to pass through realms. So what God created, He created everything differently. Like different species like ants, right?
Yeah.
You got red ants,
Yeah.
army ants, fire ants, birds.
Yeah.
So many species, you can't name them all,
Yeah.
right? Dog, even dogs,
Tens
right?
of thousands of species.
Yeah. All His creations like it. Even humans, the different species.
Yeah.
Like you and me don't look alike, right?
Yeah. We're the
And
same.
technically, we don't have the same ancestors. Technically, we go back so far,
Yeah.
and then it branches out. Wouldn't you say?
I think we're all the same. I think human beings are human beings.
So you saying
Even the Bible, we all come from
Human
the same,
nature,
from
you're
the
saying
same
one
parents,
nature?
no matter what you think, regardless of what you believe there, right?
but
I mean, maybe different tribes. I mean, maybe you're correct. It all goes back to some different tribe or whatever. But like ultimately,
but I have 400 years of slavery over here. My
yeah,
people.
no, you definitely have a
That's what-
cultural,
think about that.
cultural background for sure.
So would you
That's
say that
vastly
separates
different.
us? That's a separation.
I think it separates us in our situations as we live them today.
Mhm.
I don't think it separates us as a species or as like I think you're still just as much my brother as anybody.
Well,
as my actual brother.
I'm the Israelite.
Yeah.
I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah.
See, Jesus is a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. The 12 tribes, He always kept separated. Now, the 12 tribes are God's inheritance from the foundation of the world.
Yeah.
He chose the 12 tribes as His sons and daughters before creation, because these people are predestined. That's what the Bible's written to.
Yeah.
It's written to a predestined people who God chose before the foundation of the world, right? So this is their inheritance. It's Jesus Christ, again, who is a black man from the tribe of Judah. You believe that?
I guess I've never really put that much thought into it. I'm not saying I disagree with it. We'll put it that way. Like it makes more sense.
Can you receive that in your heart, hearing
Considering
it?
where the cradle of life was and where the Garden of Eden was,
Yeah.
it would make more sense.
Yeah.
I think than it
It's a
would
Garden
be,
of Eden.
especially more so than the typical portrait. You know.
Yeah, right. So that's the Garden of
Yeah.
Eden. Is it starting to make sense?
Oh, yeah.
You think what I'm saying? So that's what they're covering up. The world is covering this truth up. It's hidden. They've covered it up with heaps, which is lies. Lies. You know. That's why Satan is called the father of lies. Right? And so Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, he's the reparations for our trauma, for our 400 years of Holocaust for His people. So he's our inheritance. Remember what I said? God had us as an inheritance before the foundation of the world.
Yeah.
Now He becomes our inheritance. He's our rest, because no other people had that trauma of 400 years of labor. You know what I'm saying? So we can always point to that, which is biblical. Deuteronomy 28. Hey, what's up, my brother? Deuteronomy 28:68. That's what separates us from all other nations. And that was our second 400 years of captivity. Our first 400 years, and I'm saying that was Africans.
There's a fair, yeah. There's been a multitude of slavery throughout human existence, for sure.
But
obviously, the Hebrews are the original,
which is biblical.
Yeah.
So if we deal biblical, like I said, under the Africans, who are dark people.
Yeah.
So we're saying not all dark people are the same.
Yeah.
So just like those species of animals, like I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got different species of birds.
Yeah.
And who are black, right? And different colors, right? Different species.
Yeah.
And so the 12 tribes are unique because they're the only ones that can carry the glory of God.
Yeah.
They were designed that way.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Which is biblical, you know. So there's no other people on the planet like the 12. He calls those His peculiar treasure. Psalm 135 verse 4, and even in the New Testament, 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. They're His peculiar treasure, you know.
Okay.
Because we're the only ones that can carry this divine wisdom and knowledge and understanding of our God.
Yeah.
All other nations are called heathens, so they're not chosen. You have to be chosen, the chosen people, and they were written. It's written in the scriptures from the beginning.
Yeah.
So if we don't add nor take away, it's always the 12 tribes. And even in Matthew 15:24, Jesus said, "I'm not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel."
Yeah.
From his own mouth. And then John 13:1 said he loved his own until the end. And then Psalms 59:13, he is the God of Jacob unto the ends of the earth. We're not at the ends of the earth even right now.
Yeah.
So that's forever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to. Maybe that's the next point of study with the Bible is looking into the different tribes and things.
The 12 tribes of Israel. But it's gonna scare you after hearing what I'm saying today, probably, because I'm telling you that's the Negroes. That's the people who went into slavery by slave ships, which is biblical. Deuteronomy 28:68. It's biblical. Now no other nation has our history.
So you think that only black people are going to go to heaven? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you have to be righteous, not just because you're black.
So you have to be a black and righteous individual to go to heaven?
Heaven has to enter into you. Even now, I'm heaven.
Yeah.
I'm heaven right now talking to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah.
Heaven is in me.
Yeah.
So that makes me in heaven.
Yeah, I can say.
Right?
Yeah,
Christ
I
is
think
in
that
me.
way sometimes a lot. Like I think that way because it's weird. It doesn't make sense because I'm not black according to what
you're not in covenant. See, you have to be in covenant. Remember the judgments.
I don't know. I talk to God all the time, man.
But
I feel like I'm in heaven as equally as much because let me finish my point.
Let me remind you, Chase, the judgments. You don't agree with God's judgments.
Yeah.
That's what separates us. The righteous enter into his judgments. So I can call certain relationships ungodly. You know what I'm saying? Unclean.
Yeah.
Abominations. You can't do that because it's not given to you. That's what separates.
But according to what you just said, then even regardless of what beliefs or understandings that I came to in life, I'm stuck in hell anyways.
Right.
Not in hell.
Right.
Regardless, even if I lived my entire life by the word of Christ.
Right. But you can be a servant. You can be in agreement. That even goes into the Constitution.
Yeah.
You can be a servant to the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can become part of the state that way by being a servant, because the heathens, it is written in Leviticus 25, are to serve the children of Israel. Because the children of Israel served the heathens. We served all the nations.
Yeah, what happened to them? What about the Hebrews? What is it like? I don't know.
The
Hebrews were the original, they were the original slaves, right?
Right.
They were in slavery for how many years?
430.
So what you're basically saying is that I guess I won't say African-American, African individual is the modern day Hebrew. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like
with descendants.
You're the modern time.
Yeah, with the descendants.
You're the descendants.
With the descendants.
Okay.
Yeah. We're the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's another thing. It eliminates Christianity because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are the forefathers of the children of Israel.
Yeah.
The 12 tribes. There's your salvation right there. You see how I made it make sense? Perfectly clear. They don't do that.
Yeah.
They are that church in Genesis 11. They said, "Let us build us a tower up to heaven." Right? Make us a name. That's what Christianity is. That's that Genesis 11 that God rebuked.
Yeah.
He rebuked that and separated them. So they still trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Make their way into heaven. That's rejected. God only chose the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
From the beginning to the end. From Genesis, we can find the 12 tribes in every book. From Genesis to Revelation, the 12 tribes are there. In every book. No other people. They're called his servants.
Yeah.
The servants are the Israelites. Leviticus 25 verse 55. From Genesis, what's up, my brother? From Genesis to Revelations. But even our own people hate our country. You probably seen people looking at me crazy. My own people, they hate Jesus.
Yeah.
But it's only the elect of our people. They look at me, they want to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen some of the stares I get.
You do. It is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have never